This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're managing a growing brand or just starting out, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with audiences, and sell anything from products to content at a time, all in one place, all on your terms. I have been abysmally, disgustingly, horribly unwell for the last week. Awful, gross, so much snot. I became 90% snot. Ugh. But I'm on the mend, but I still might sound a little nasally. Hey, Spurs, it's Jamie. Welcome back to another video. Your first one on the channel. I don't know, but welcome either way. I'm very glad to have you here. And today we're here for a classic on the channel. Oh yes, we are back with some bad women's anatomy. Now, of course, I am a trans man. This is a very trans inclusive channel. I was going to say website, but that's me thinking about something else we're going to be talking about. This is a very trans inclusive channel. So obviously recognizing that not all women have the same anatomy, and you don't have to have certain anatomy to be a woman, and you are not a woman just because you have certain anatomy, all of this stuff. This subreddit is just basically a place of people being a little bit strange about women's bodies, specifically because they are women, and sometimes that does come down to anatomy aimed towards cis women. It is basically a lot of misogyny. That's what we're going to be looking at. I also just got a haircut and I don't know how to style it. I really like it, but it's shorter than it has been, but look, beautiful. I am going kind of grey though. I'm getting the salt and pepper. I don't hate it, but it's happening sooner than I thought. Anyway, joining Bad Women's Anatomy to laugh at people who don't know about women. Okay, we don't do this. No. We're kicking it off with something slightly positive, by the way. Joining because you also have no idea and you're trying to learn a little. Oh yeah, see, we don't mind the bad anatomy or the misunderstandings just because you don't know, but you're willing to learn. The bad stuff is the mansplaining of anatomy and the misogyny and just the
no, I'm right even though I clearly know nothing about this,
and the unwillingness to learn more or admit that you're wrong. But this is green flag energy. Now let's get into the
red flags.
Armpit hair's fine, but don't pretend like all girls after puberty have armpit hair. You're the minority, bro. Lol. I mean, we started off slightly positive in the beginning though, saying that armpit hair is fine. Yes, armpit hair is absolutely fine. A vast majority of people, unless they have something that stops them from growing hair in certain body parts and places or anywhere, will have armpit hair after puberty. It is one of the places hair grows. Some people may have less than others. Some people's may be lighter than others, but most people will have armpit hair. Most women will be able to grow armpit hair if they so choose to. I like my vagina shaved, ladies. Then shave your vagina, Daniel. Don't have one? Then you can't say whether it should be shaved or not. Shave it, Daniel. Who knew? A trans man. Oh, there are so many old images and depictions of women wearing outfits. And it's like, this is fashion, darling. And no, it's not. It's death. This is bad for your internal organs. This is not what we do with our bodies. And wasn't there a big phase around the Victorian era for women to wear extremely tight corsets? And this would just compress all of your organs and you can't breathe. You know that bit in Pirates of the Caribbean where Elizabeth Swann swaints, she swaints everybody. She faints off and falls into the sea. Corset. That is because she was restricting her internal organs, and this is just unrealistic body standards. No. This is not okay. Sometimes when I see anime clothes, I just all the boob pockets. Wow, it looks like a backpack. Yeah, it's either got to be really stretchy material or there's got to be specific pockets if somebody's boobs are a certain size wearing that top. Because if it's like fixed material or it's loose elsewhere, how has this happened? Just imagine little boob pockets. That's why women don't get pockets in their trousers. It's because all the manufacturers are like, no, we gave you boob pockets. That's the only pocket you need. Yeah, that vagina placement is really off. Like you'd know. I have a vagina, dumbass. This is the other type of red flag of like,
how would you know? Like, no, I, a cis man who does not have a vagina, I'm going to tell you, somebody who does have a vagina, where the vagina should actually be. Because you are wrong, actually, Meredith. The vagina is here.
Says Daniel. Got her period during the marathon. Oh no, that's not period, it's diarrhea. It's pretty common in marathons because your brain focusing on operating and sending blood to your legs and the arse, I don't know the medical term, becoming lower priority. Right. It's period blood. Period blood is not always light. My period looks like this almost every cycle. The first comment was definitely a man, right? Just being like,
no, that is not period. She has poopied herself whilst running.
Which actually I have heard is a thing that happens. I don't know if it's common, but there is like runner's poops, right? What causes it? Is it your digestive system going glug, glug, glug as you run, run, run? Or is it your primal brain thinking that you're in flight mode and pooping yourself to scare off the predators? Evacuate the bowels, make yourself lighter and stinky. Yeah, I think there is an assumption of how much blood there is during a period, of what color it is, what it looks like. And I blame the adverts for period pads because they have been using water or blue liquid for years. And I think it's only really, really recently that one brand, maybe, I don't think it's even all of them yet, has started using red liquid that looks like blood. And weren't they all tested on absorbency, not using blood? And it's like, well, maybe we should test them using at least a similar consistency and type of liquid that will actually be used with them. Because, oh my God, periods, so terrifying. So I had to take a psych study and it was asking me this. Hold on, let me get the picture. What was it asking? Please select. Oh, I can't read that. Okay, but this is a genuine question. You have to select the one that is most, wait, does that say attractive? Yes, most attractive. Oh my God. This is a legitimate study at a legitimate university. Which to choose, concave genital area or thigh butt? What the F is going on? What is actually going on? This is like a real psychology study. They're asking you which one of these altered images you find the most attractive. Concave genitals, concave back, or ass on the thighs. This is very bizarre. Very bizarre. Nobody looks like this, okay? And on that quite disturbing note, I think it's time we took a break in the bad women's anatomy and had a little talk about something else very quickly. You may have gotten to know me over the past couple of years as somebody who dabbles in a lot of different, very real and very legitimate, absolutely genuine, not at all made up businesses. Well, I'm here to introduce you to my brand new one. I really wanted to set down some roots with this one. So my next brand new, not at all made up business is me branching out into the world of motivational speaking for your houseplants. Oh yes, that's right. I empower houseplants to grow into their best selves, helping them reach their full potential through tailored motivational affirmations. Whether you've got sad succulents, wilting willows, I don't even know if that's a houseplant actually, or ferns with deep-rooted self-doubt. Ferns aren't houseplants either, are they? Anyway, I'm here to help them thrive, not just survive. And this idea would never have been able to blossom without the help of Squarespace. So a huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. The all-in-one website design platform where your ideas can sprout, grow, and absolutely flourish. Squarespace's cutting-edge design tools make it easy for anyone to build a website that really stands out in its field. You can even use Squarespace's Blueprint AI, their AI-enhanced website builder, to create a fully customized site in minutes. It's so easy you could do it whilst pruning your peace lily. And when you're running a plant life motivational speaking affirmation life plant coaching business like mine, I do know the identity of my business, thank you. It's important to clearly showcase your different packages, from gentle pep talks to full bloom level transformations. Squarespace makes it smooth as fresh compost to set up an online shop where you can sell anything from physical and digital products to services, like emotionally supporting a cactus. And not only does Squarespace make it easy to build an online shop, they also make getting paid easy peasy lemon tree. With flexible payment options, checkout is seamless for customers who can pay using credit cards, PayPal, or even Apple Pay. No need to leave empty-handed. Sharp and I's actual Squarespace website was generally super easy and fun to grow. Squarespace gave us the freedom to get creative, link our social media platforms, and show off our podcast 1-800-DRAMA. Plus, their handy analytics tools let us check visitor numbers and see where people are clicking from, giving you all the data you need to let your business take root and branch out. To get started yourself, head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, leave nothing to chance and go to squarespace.com/Jammidodger to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Go on, you know you want to. The link is in the description box. Thanks so much for listening. Now let's get back to the video. Lol, lady said her breasts aren't dead. Very unimpressed face. I'm not 100% sure, but
I'm not 100% sure, but let me mansplain the boobies to you.
there's no veins or blood circulation in fat. There has to be a blood supply to fat. If there were not a blood supply, it would not be good for your body. Like, dead tissue in your body leads to a dead you if it's left for too long, okay? What? So the skin on your breasts is living because there's veins, but beneath the skin there's fat, and fat is most likely used up blood cells compacted. No. So when it comes to breastfeeding, you're only feeding the child melted fat, but it's fat from your body and everything you ate in the past. What? This is just bad anatomy. This is just bad biology. This is nearly as bad biology as transphobes. What the hell? Do they not know what milk is? Do they not know what being alive means? So do they think fat is dead because it's dead compacted blood cells. Used up blood cells. This is beyond. No, we're not even halfway through the video and this takes the trophy for most ridiculous post. Oh, I need to move on. I need to move on just in case some of this stupidity absorbs into me. Being pulled over by a female cop is like running into a moose in the woods. They could kill you in 5 seconds, but unlike the bear, they don't know that. They see you as a predator and themselves as prey and act accordingly, which usually results in skittish, defensive, and unpredictable behavior. The bear is more rational. Oh my god. It decides in about half a second whether it wants to eat you or mind its own business, and it usually chooses the latter. I don't really think rationality is making a split-second decision to potentially kill somebody. That sounds like the opposite of rational. I like how this guy seems to have leaned fully into the very viral conversation about whether women would prefer to be alone in the woods with a man or a bear, and this guy's just gone,
Well, we are the bears. You are moose.
I also think it's very telling. It almost feels like a mask off moment to be like, they see you as a predator. Is that maybe telling something? Is that revealing something? Is this guy very, very close to figuring out why women would prefer to be in the woods with a bear than a man? So he's saying that women who are cops are skittish, defensive, and unpredictable when they're facing a man that they maybe have to arrest or something because they see themselves as prey to that man. Very bizarre. And this guy's trying to say that men are more rational because they're like a bear who will make a half-second decision whether to eat you or not. No. That sounds unpredictable to me. I'm a tattoo artist and 78% of the women clients are funky. Are funky? What do they mean by that? What do they mean by that? And 78% is really specific. Do they mean like funky, like, oh, you're looking so funky today, Jessica? Or do they mean funky as in like, oh, Babs, you're smelling a bit funky. Maybe put some antiperspirant on. Yeah, why? Because too many bodies. Yup, pH balance off. Ew. Is this tattoo artist trying to say that 78% of his women clients like smell funky in the genital region? And people are saying, yes, it's because they've slept with too many people. Oh, that is not okay. Oh, I didn't scrub out the name, but I wish this name was public so that no woman would go near this tattoo artist and no feminist man would go near this tattoo artist, because that is a weird thing to say if you work in this. It's a weird thing to say anyway, but it's a particularly weird thing to say when it comes to the realm of your professional life and your business. Like, damn, just saying that over 3/4 of the women that you tattoo are funky in some way, but you're saying that in a bad, oh no, we don't get on board with this. The ignorance jumped out. When you get out the shower on your period and it's a race between you, time, and gravity. Oh my god, I remember the days. You don't shower with your pads on, you're nasty AF. Good sir, those pads absorb liquid and they also require to sit in underpants. So that would mean people on their period would need to shower with an absorbent pad that is going to absorb all the water whilst wearing their underpants. Why does that sound like a sensible thing to do? We don't wear absorbent things in the shower like that, no. If a girl ever pulls out a knife on you during an argument, pull out some bread and mayo. Her women instincts will kick in and she'll make you a sandwich. Oh, the misogyny is on fire today. No. I don't even know what to say about this one. No. Why don't you shave? This is disgusting. Oh, look, this dude has more hair on the tiny little bit of hand and wrist that's sticking out his jumper than she has on her entire 2 legs. And he is going,
body hair, disgusting.
why don't you? That's different. Mine is normal. It just grows there naturally. As opposed to, was this a genuine conversation that happened to somebody? Because, oh my God, why is it that there's so many men in the world that think it's perfectly natural for them to have the body hair, but not for women? Why would it not be natural for women if it's natural for men? I really don't understand this. I feel like it came out of some place of like double standards and hypocrisy when it comes to like beauty and expectations of women, control over women's bodies from men, and probably just like, I can just imagine back in time when it was more difficult to get rid of hair, men just having so much more and it being like,
Okay, it just became the social norm because it's too difficult to get rid of. But women, get rid of this little bit that you have because we want to control your bodies. And body hair on you? No, it's wonderful on me. But that's just because I, as a man, cannot be bothered to groom myself that much.
if there are men out there that think it's gross on women, then you really should think it's gross on you as well, because double standards like that suck. Oh, I remember this viral, I can't remember what this was that Trump was giving to this guy, but if you are not a virgin, then what are you a feminist for? Yes, that face exactly. What? Was this a message that somebody sent to somebody saying you can only be a feminist if you're a virgin, I don't think they know what feminist means. I cannot fathom that if they knew the true definition of feminist, that they would still be saying this. This is very, very bizarre. If you are not a virgin, then what are you a feminist for? What do they think feminism is for? That just makes me think that they think feminism is all about virginity. What? No, that doesn't even make any sense.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Because it doesn't make sense, and it's so much does not make sense. It just reads to me like this guy's shaming a woman for not being a virgin and trying to find something to like pick at and be negative about to do with that. And I'm sure this was not the only message that was sent about this topic. Become a fashionista. Oh, wow. I feel like that's very edited. Like, even if somebody kind of has those proportions, that other leg look like it's been stuck on. Like, that looks so edited. And it is with a brand who is quite well known for altering the images in their adverts. Part of me wants to say it could just be a really bizarre angle and the way it's been cut, but no, I just don't think that somebody can stand like that, or at least not comfortably, even if it's been done through angles rather than editing, which I struggle to believe. Somebody's been positioned very specifically. And it looks more like like a big shoulder than a butt cheek. She's 10 points, but she uses this. A tampon. What would you rather? What? If a man is intimidated by a tampon, that says a lot more about him than the person using it. Breaking news in the world of cardiology, and then a broken heart either side. Apparently, only men die of heart attacks. Women, never heard of it. Shocking, isn't it? What? Women can die of heart attacks. Actually, historically, the symptoms for women having heart attacks has been massively under-researched, just like everything to do with women's health, because everything is tested on men, and all of the standardized shit is based off of cis men's bodies, not women. Women do have heart attacks. Well, here's the truth. Men have hearts, women are heartless. Oh. So, gentlemen, if your cardiologist is nagging you about cholesterol, stress, or healthy habits, just remember, your heart exists. It's fragile. It hates you. Ladies, feel free to skip cardio. Your heartlessness is apparently a superpower. Moral of the story. Men, you're literally ticking time bombs disguised as living humans. Women, enjoy the irony of outliving the very organs you pretend to have. Who hurt this man? Seriously, who hurt this guy? It probably wasn't even that bad. I wouldn't even blame the person that hurt him. He's just fully internalized something and gone, oh, she was mean to me. That means all women have no hearts. And I'm going to take it even further and make some weird post about women not being able to have heart attacks because they're heartless, because she didn't want to sleep with me. That's the level. I mean, like, to be fair, I don't know the situation. He could have had his heart broken. Somebody could have really not been a very nice partner to him. But what a weird post to make. Regardless, what a weird thing to do. No. Well, guess what? Giving birth isn't supposed to be painful. Let's just read that again. Giving birth isn't supposed to be painful. I'm sorry. I'd like any cis man, because you know this is coming from a cis man, who says this. I would like it to be possible to make him push a watermelon out of his butt and say, was that painful, dear? Did you enjoy that? Why? It depends on the stress condition of a woman during labor. Just calm down. Just take a little chill pill, sniff some lavender. I don't know. It won't hurt, this watermelon coming out your ass. A woman giving birth in a hospital will have serious pain. A woman giving birth at home, voluntarily relaxed, will experience minimal pain or even enjoy it. Now, I do think, to some extent, there can be things to do with pain and pain management that can help a little and make some kind of difference for some people. I've heard of like hypno stuff to do with pain, and I think sometimes it can work. Do I think it's probably a placebo? Yes. But I don't know enough about it personally. But this, no. It's not about whether somebody is relaxed or at home or in a hospital. People are not going to enjoy giving birth. Hook the dude who said this up to one of those like contraction devices that mimics labor pains and see if he then says, let me just chill out for a sec. Give me some chamomile tea, my sofa, and I will be enjoying this shit. No, that is not going to happen. This is the shape of a woman. Wow, it's so floaty, like with your crossed over little arms. Sure, let's start making this the universal toilet door sign for the women's room now, shall we? What is worse than a broken heart? Menstrual pain, homelessness, hunger, etc. As a guy, I think menstrual pain is a myth. The fact that that started with, as a guy, don't listen to anything that follows. No. As a trans guy, maybe, because trans men know what it's like to menstruate and would not say this kind of shit. As a guy, I think menstrual pain...
This just let me mansplain.
This is the same kind of vibe as like,
As a man, I think that women should be enjoying childbirth. They just need to be more relaxed, and then the baby will just slip out and feel like a little sneeze.
as a guy, I think menstrual pain is a myth. Again, here's another man who needs to be hooked up to one of those machines, because they get ones that can mimic like labor pains and then ones that can mimic menstrual cramping. Do it. No, women are mouth breathers. Without sufficient oxygen passing through the nasal cavities, hair is unable to grow. Oh, they mean literal mouth breathers. Without sufficient oxygen passing through the nasal cavities, hair is unable to grow. Wait, so is this person saying that women are bizarre now for not having hair certain places? Fun fact, mouth breathing is known in medical terms as chronic oral ventilation. Oddly, once you figure that out, it makes it easier to notice there is no hair in those two holes. What the hell is this? Sometimes you read stuff and you're just like, where is this person's brain? I'm simultaneously horrified and fascinated by it. I haven't been able to breathe through my nose properly for a week. It's been awful. Top definition, period. Uterus wants baby. Person doesn't have baby. Uterus wants revenge. What's a period? Uterus revenge. Just learned that girls can pee with a tampon in. Innovative. I swear there's so many people that think that there's just one hole for everything down there. Just one. And it's true. I blame the school systems though, because there seems to be some aversion to teaching people proper anatomy. It's not weird. Like, just teach people about their bodies and don't just teach them about like their bodies, teach them about other people's bodies, because otherwise we end up with this. And on that note, that's all the bad women's anatomy for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's both frustrating, but honestly, I find these videos fun. There's always going to be people out there who are just saying the most bizarre stuff, so why not have a little giggle at it and share some education on the way. I hope you enjoyed it. Think about giving a thumbs up and subscribing if you did. Don't forget to go check out Squarespace as well. Go click that link in my description box, and yeah, thank you so much. You're going to see some names on the screen. I nearly forgot. I'm so sorry, my lovely Patreons. You can go support me over on Patreon if you want. You get some extra perks and other things, like maybe your name here, and it just helps me continue creating content, so I really appreciate everyone who supports me over there. And a massive shout out to my top tier Patreons: Tig, Kia Tasha, Night Soul, Sugar Joe, Elden K, Nesta, The Third Hatman, Max Makes Mods, Dylan Irving, River Champion, Chloe, Iona Balash, TNS Mum, Sally Drew, Randy, Albar, Marv Mallow, Rachel Raptor, Jesse Muscle, Gosco, Sienna Lamb, Slayer, Sarah Hobbs, The Paisy Prince, Riley Ray, Build Out the Show, @888_Mars, Claire Henley, and Marin. I was trying to go for the one breath today. Bad idea when recovering from a cold. I will not do that for a while. Thank you so much for all your support over there. I really, really do appreciate it. And I really appreciate you watching this video as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Much love. Bye.